101 TKO Radio. We are back in the building. It is Friday morning, Female Fridays. It's your girl. I am Chelsea Speaks. What's happening? Oh my gosh. I am excited in so many ways. This has been such a journey, and to finally get to this point where it's the eve of Women Are Dope. And I promise you guys I would sit down with a super dope female, and who better to sit down with than not just my host, but this woman is a powerhouse. She is a military personnel, talented, beautiful, fly, and then some. And it's so interesting because when you first meet people, you do not know the role they're going to play in your life.
You don't.
But by keeping relationships genuine and transparent, when you look back, you like, you know what? That's my girl for real.
For real.
So without further ado, let me introduce my girl, the one, the only, Miss Ayla Madison.
Hey, what's up, my dope women?
Good.
How we feeling?
Oh my gosh. Can you believe it?
It's here.
Listen,
Third year.
for those that don't know, I met Ayla when I was back in Florida, and we have a very different definition of women empowerment,
Yes.
expectations. But before I go there, can you just tell our audience who you are, what Power Incorporated is, so they know the power that is in this room?
Oh, where do I start? So my name is Ayla Madison. I go by Power. My business is Power Incorporations, which is everything from event planning, marketing, public relations, all things events and media. You name it, I do it.
Period.
So I am really that person who believes in what they do and say and talk, and that's where power comes from. Because at the end of the day, people feel like, oh, you know, I'm not powerful. Yes, you are. Say my name.
Yeah.
Say my name.
Hello. That's what I told my man last night. Say my name.
Say my name.
Sorry, baby. And you know what? How did you get into women empowerment?
Honestly, through diversity of just not being included.
Yes.
As a woman, and a biracial woman at that. I've always had to deal with certain, just trials and tribulations. But those trials is what brought me to be like, I'm just like you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not better. I'm not worse. We are the same.
Same.
So I genuinely believe in that, and I walk in that, and I am that. So.
Listen, I love about you just the realness.
Yes.
You know, when it comes to women empowerment, I've always had, like, not every woman has had a good experience
At all.
with it, but I'm thankful for women like you.
Aw.
Because not only are you the type of woman that can be held accountable, but you're one of the ones that'll speak up.
Oh, yeah.
So for you, when you're attending a women's empowerment event, what are some things that you look for that let you know that you're in a great space?
That's exactly it. The synergy. So
Okay.
for me, it's all about, as soon as you walk in that room, the feeling, especially like us as women, we have that feeling of like, oh, okay, this is genuinely genuine.
Yeah.
Or this is a little shaky, but I'ma still
do it.
Sometimes you could still see the potential of what could be.
Yes.
Or just that person, that reach.
Absolutely.
So to me, it's not always about the event and spectrum, because you know, people do events all the time. Now, what their motive is or how
that
they
could be.
that's
Yeah,
on them,
that's on
right?
them, yeah.
But you go into the situation, and what is your motive? What is your purpose? And you make that your purpose. Because I've been to some events where I'm like, now you know.
But I love what you said about what is your purpose, because
Right.
I think that as event planners, they look to us for everything.
Everything.
Like, you want me to, I can inspire you to do all that, but why are you here?
Right.
What are you looking to
How
get?
can I help
How
you?
can I help you? Like, and what are you bringing in the space as
Period.
well? Because networking is a two-way street.
I tell people networking is gold mine.
Come on.
Because you can have all the degrees. I have a lot of training. I did 10 years in the Marine Corps, but it's nothing like that one-on-one relationship and connection.
Yeah.
And that has what sustained my business for so long. So
just being able to connect like that.
and being genuinely authentic and saying what you want.
Yeah.
You know, don't
Yeah.
try to be like, oh, I like you, but I only like you for
whatever you got going on, because the real one's gonna be able to see through that.
I already see it, baby.
And sometimes I let you ride on it.
Yeah, come
But it's
on.
just like, okay, I get it. And you know, I think that there's this pretty picture of what we do painted, and it is. I really strive to be honest with it, because I'm like, it's not nice every day. It's not pretty every day. Some of my worst heartbreaks have come from women relationships.
Yes.
You know, but I'm learning to have grace. So what are some things that you have done that include your self-work to build Ayla up to be, you know, the host, the powerhouse
Right.
that you are?
I think the biggest thing is outside of accountability, understanding that everybody is on their own particular journey. So what is for me may not be for you, but that should not affect me. And especially as being a host or trying to be, or not trying to be, but trying to help people, you can't really influence if you've never been through
those things, and you can't speak to it, right?
You can't speak to something that you don't know. So I'm just very transparent. Like, hey, I may not have all the answers, but let me see if I have this relationship with this person.
Yes.
So that's how I've always built and tried to sustain, is just by maneuvering in a way of like, hey, you know what? I'm human.
Yeah.
You know, it just so happens that when it comes to certain relationships or whatever the case may be, that I build off of that
and really be able to. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
We got some bills to pay. When we come back, we're going to talk some more to my girl, Ayla Madison, a.k.a. Power, if you will, and let you guys know why this is the weekend to be here doing your thing, only on 101 TKO Radio, knocking them out the box.
Let's talk about it.
101 TKO Radio. We are back in the building. My girl Ayla Madison, aka Power. Hey. You know what? This event planning is not for the weak, dog. Like, and it's so interesting because. You know, I'm glad that I'm able to share these moments with like Nelly and Ayla because this is the stuff that people don't see.
They don't see that.
And I feel slightly schizophrenic right now based off the conversation I just had and me hopping on air. But that is the beauty and the vision. And I think it's even more dope that 101 is our station now. And we're able to say, excuse me, I got to be on air. We got this event to promote. So shout out to 101. Woo. But listen, back to the matter at hand. Women are dope.
Women are dope.
Now, you know, why do you feel like most women empowerment stuff, why they always opt for breakfast food? Cause I be tired of them dry powdery eggs with the bacon that look. Oh, why did it? Is that the cheapest thing?
You mean the carton eggs?
The little carton, and then the little shrimp and the grits and the little plate thingy. Like
I just think it's an aesthetic of just like if you're going to brunch with your girlfriends.
We like to eat, me and my friends.
But we like to eat food.
Yes,
food.
I don't know if it's a Florida. Well, no, because
I mean it may be.
It might be. It might be.
Might be a little Florida in there.
Just a little Florida. I love to tell people like when I came up in the women empowerment circle, I was raised by the Florida women.
Yes.
And Florida women, the way that y'all move with empowerment, like, we got Andromeda, like me, you, like, it's a different type of energy. Like, it's really a shark mentality. Yeah, I'm not going to front. Like, it really is like, we finna get it. This is my business. I'm ahead of it. There's nothing really flowery about it. This is what we do.
No.
So why do you think that so many women shy away from standing their ground when it comes to women empowerment?
That's such like a 3-part answer. A lot of that I feel like is just one, women don't know themselves. They don't know their own power. So your power intimidates
because they ain't found theirs.
They haven't found theirs, So I have gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna continue to always step, and then I'm gonna sprinkle some of that little light, that little
on you real quick.
Because what happens is that it's not only an insecurity, it's that imposter syndrome.
Absolutely,
and it's also, especially in our culture. So many black women have gotten so many like just no. So when you get real women like us in the building, we like you be like,
what is that? You doing too much?
I'll be doing too much until I can't do too much no more.
And the thing is, when you say we're doing too much, the thing is this is a marathon.
It is,
and it takes doing too much to last in this thing.
Do you hear me?
Like you have to be tough guarded for it.
Yeah,
and I've
it's
also
a lifestyle.
found it is.
It's a lifestyle,
and I think that, and I don't know if you went through this, but did you ever notice in your childhood abandonment issues, trust issues, all the issues that we help women deal with in that space?
So interesting. So my background, my mother's German, my father's Haitian, right? But the culture, like my mother was very much, she couldn't understand me because I'm a biracial black woman in the South, but the love was, I wouldn't say I never suffered abandonment issues.
Okay.
My struggle was not being accepted in my own community.
Ooh.
Like it's like I love me. Like I've never had and especially now that I'm a mother of a teenager, like I pour so much of that into her because you have to learn at a young age that other people's mishaps is not your package or your trauma. But when I was growing up, I was never good enough for particular crowds. So I just
stuck to that.
I started beating to my own drum. Like if you rock with me, cool. If
that was God's way of just putting you in position, like get used to doing your own thing.
You have to.
Because I look back, like my 20-year class reunion is coming up. I'm like, oh God, 20 years. Okay. But I'm like, now think about it. I've been doing my own thing.
Yes,
I've been my own person.
But our culture shies away from that because it's like, oh, if you don't,
you're problematic or you're aggressive. You're this because
what does your report card say? Oh, you talk too much or you're this.
That part. But now look,
I got a whole radio show. Don't play with you.
That part. So listen, what can we expect from you tomorrow, today, while you in the city? Ooh. What is Power gonna bring to the stage? I know, but I want you to tell the people.
Listen. I'm gonna need dumb people.
Yo,
I need y'all to get up.
Yes.
I need y'all when y'all leave.
Yes.
Y'all finna walk in y'all power.
Period.
Because you came being a little shy, a little dim.
Come on.
But we finna flip that. That's what I'm here for.
Come on. That's what we're here for. And I just want to say, y'all, when it comes to choosing a host or people to walk with you on the platform, it's a relationship.
Yes.
You gotta choose people that will like ride with you. They gotta see the cause. Because so many women they'll reach out and be like, oh, I want to speak at your event, but you don't even know what my brand is about.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. You don't follow me. You don't support me.
You probably researched me.
And
that's cute.
And you heard about it, but you don't really understand. This is just another stepping stool for you. And not to say that out there you shouldn't reach out, y'all,
right.
but a word of advice for those that want to speak, those that want to be in positions like Ayla and myself.
Yes.
Find out about the organizations that you rocking with. It's like a job.
Or
do some history.
Support.
That part.
Because I bought your book.
Yo, I'm telling you, Ayla has watched me from jump. Ayla know about the first book when I was in Florida. And it's so crazy because the people that are here in Atlanta.
Said I was going to bring it, but you know what? I was like, I was running a little bit. I would just leave it right now.
And see, I'm grateful for people like you. You know where I've come from.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've seen the journey and have continuously supported, shown love, came up here all the way from Florida. As soon as I asked you, you was like, say less. I'm there. I'm there.
That's it.
So I appreciate you. I love you. I cannot wait to have you back in the space doing your big one. Follow Ayla on all social media platforms. You want to drop all your social media handles,
Yes, it's everything Ayla Madison. I kept it real simple. That's AYLA MADISON.
You know what time it is. Listen, make sure you guys lock and load. I would say get your tickets, but the tickets are sold out. So maybe next.
Let me ask you one question about Women I Dope. I know we got to get ready to go, but what can we expect from you?
You know what? Power. I think that the first 2 years I did it, it was more so about putting an event on, and it wasn't about me showing people that this is what I do when I bring my A game.
Yes.
The budgeting is a little bit different. It almost took me out. Nelly know every day I've been crying. And I think the elevated experience this time, from the food selections, like I ain't seen nobody do salmon sliders, crab balls, you know what I'm saying, the pasta salads, and you know the experience is just, it's risen up a whole lot. I've learned a lot and who I am as a person. And this is the first year that I'm speaking. I've never spoken at a Women Are Dope before. I've always, allowed other women, which I love. But I think that this being the third round, it's important for me to let people know what this really is, why this started, and the person behind it. Like, this came from me trying to find myself, and I was sitting in the same seat that somebody else out there is sitting. So I think it's just me stepping in front of it and owning it now is the definite difference. So they can get a whole lot of Chelsea Speaks. It's going to be lit. And then, we got this weekend. We turning up. Truth Midtown 420, which I love because I'm like, we've always done it in September. This is the first year doing it in April 20th. So shout out to all my Tauruses out there as well. Big Taurus energy. Taurus energy. Shout out to me and Nelly. We about to kick this thing off. You know what I'm saying? We going to take it. We going to take it. So I'm excited. And then I have to shout out our media that's in the building. Shootworks. They give you immediate photos.
Oh.
So as soon as you take your picture here or you do your interview, you hit the QR code and you get it right away. I ain't seen nobody do that.
So have them lashes together.
Come on.
Okay.
So with that being said, I love you. I can't wait to share in this space with you. I'm so honored that you came with me. It means all that and then some. And I can't wait to continue supporting you and all that you do. So y'all make sure you stay powerful, my girl Ayla Madison. And make sure you always stay dope with your girl, I Am Chelsea Speaks. And I keep it locked on 101 TKO Radio, knocking them out the box. Holla.
I ain't what you came to see.